It is difficult to say what is impossible. The dreams of yesterday are the hopes of today and the reality of tomorrow. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, a little bit of red, but it's not stressing me any, right? It's really not all that much. We're down like $50 in the price of Bitcoin. Still seeing some pretty high numbers here, right? I think I seen it at like $5,250 last I checked it, but it's always changing. What's going to happen, right? That's always the big question. Where's the future of Bitcoin going? What's the fiat value? Well, ultimately, the fiat value of Bitcoin is going to have to go up. I mean, you can spread all the FUD you want. You can sit around and point and poke all the holes you want at Bitcoin in different ways. But it ultimately boils down to start pointing fingers at the US dollar bill. Start pointing fingers at any one of these fiat currencies and start comparing the two. And in the overall, in the long term, in the big picture, Bitcoin is a better currency. And that's undeniable. And you know who's here preaching the good word with me? My co-host, Samantha.
Good morning, everyone.
So how are you this morning, Samantha?
I'm good.
I mean, you're wearing a dress. That's not normal.
I'm wearing like a long sundress thing, whatever the BT sun things are, you know. I know. I don't usually break out from like jeans or yoga pants and t-shirts. Switching it up.
Feeling a little summery today, I guess?
A little. I'm thinking I'm looking a little pasty and no need for that. So, you know.
You think you're going to hop in that Walmart above ground pool we got?
Well, we got it for free, so that's always awesome. And I don't know, maybe. I mean, it's my level because all I can do is doggy paddle. Yeah.
Sammy, don't float.
No, not very well.
So I guess, would you mind pulling up Coin Paprika over there? Let's all take a look at these numbers together. Let's see how bad this red is. Let's see if, we are diverse in those altcoins, if we're losing money on our overall portfolio, or if we're actually making some BTC, right? Because realistically, that's what we want to do. If we're looking for long-term gains, is we're looking to actually increase our overall BTC holdings. Well, we got that BTC dominance it's coming in at 54.4%, so that's absolutely fantastic in my book. We're over the 50% mark, and we're continuing to gain. So, Bitcoin's not retracing as much as we're starting to see in some of these other altcoins. We got Bitcoin coming in $5,254. It's down only 1% right now, and down only 1.6% on the overall 7-day. As you can see on the sidelines there, we got Ethereum down 10%, XRP and Bitcoin Cash down 13% in the overall week. But right now, we're not seeing too much fluctuation as the altcoin market and the Bitcoin market are trying to find some ground, right? Figure out which way this rally is going to continue. A lot of people have called for the bottom of the bear market to be in, which means, hey, we got to move to the upside, right? And I'd rather have some slow, steady gains. But I know those traders, they want, the leaps and bounds and big retracements so that they can go ahead and make money on all of this because they're making money on the way up and on the way down. Let's see, Litecoin, as we're seeing there, $72, still holding on the other side of $70. That's what I'm hoping for, is to at least stay above the $70 value before we continue on our leap and bound, right, to the upside. And we got EOS, $4.70, only a little bit of green I'm seeing here, unless we're going to slide all the way down to Cardano, which is up almost 1%, coming in at almost 7 cents at 6.9 cents. And we got Tron, 2.3 cents. Down 11% on the week, down 1% right now. So not too bad considering it's doing just like everyone else, unless you're Stellar and you're down 15%. All right. As we do every single episode, we're going to talk about the fact that, hey, we're here for more than the fiat value. We're not here to get rich. We're not here to sell you anything. That's why we don't have any sponsors. That's why we're not marketing anything. That's why we're not trying to sell you t-shirts for the channel or any of that good stuff. What we are trying to do, though, is we're trying to ask for a little bit of, what's the channel that you call up for?
Oh, Lord. Like PBS?
Yeah, we're trying to do a little PBS kind of situation here.
Some public broadcasting.
We're trying to raise a few dollars so that we can go ahead and we can get out to Sunset Music Festival that's happening in 27 days. It's an electric music festival that's going to be here in Florida in the Tampa area. And What are we trying to do, Samantha?
Well, tell people about Bitcoin.
And how are we telling people about Bitcoin?
Oh, we have flyers.
And what's in these flyers?
QR code.
And what does the QR code do?
They teach them about Bitcoin.
Right. This time around, we're making up a new flyer. It has a Gemini QR code. We brought it back a little bit from last time from the 4 QR code. We're trying to make it very simple. We're trying to make people understand exactly what's happening here. And that's that there's a revolution. And that you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin, you know, and then eventually, hopefully, bring them over to the channel and let's teach them that they need to hold their own private keys, right? Because, you know, I was thinking this morning, I was having my cup of coffee, and I was thinking about the future of Bitcoin and coffee and everything. And, you know, someday down the road, we won't be able to be out here, Samantha, doing this. Because the revolution it'll come to a head, right? It'll come to a tip. There'll be a point where the governments and the banks are saying this fiat currency is putting us out of business. I mean, we are seeing some adoption. We are seeing some integration. Maybe it can go that way. Maybe it doesn't have to be a full-out war. But, you know, the future is rocky at this point until we start getting involved. Maybe we'll make our numbers so overwhelming that they won't even try to fight us. But the ideal did occur to me that maybe someday we couldn't be on a centralized platform like YouTube talking about Bitcoin, a decentralized currency that is taking the power away from the man and giving it back to us, the people.
It's true.
All right, let's go ahead and stop this screen share. Let's pull out the backyard. Let's pop up that chat. Let's stop talking about these conspiracy theories about the man dropping in with the agents and the vests and the guns, right?
Vests and guns.
Well, I mean, they got to shoot you but not get shot, right? That's how that works.
Right? I mean, that's supposed to be a form of tactic. Yeah.
So,
all right.
What do you want to do, Samantha? You want to start talking about some of these 3 news articles? You want to dip into the chat? You want to chit-chat about what we got going on here around the compound? What are you feeling like this morning?
In the chat.
There are people in the chat. That's
maybe we
great.
should.
Maybe I'm not that crazy guy out in the middle of the woods.
All right, so Renaissance Novice is here.
Renaissance Novice, buddy,
I haven't seen you in a minute.
In a while.
Nope,
Came over from mines.
He said he got a new phone and hadn't logged in, but he's been lurking.
Lurking in the dark. People don't lurk in the dark. I mean, you don't even have to say all that much. Just say hey to Samantha because, right, one of the big things about Bitcoin and coffee that I'm always trying to promote is I'm trying to be a little different than everybody else, right? I want to have some real value here in this channel. And of course, you know, I'm not going to give out money or anything like that. I don't have all that much, but I got to have a key asset. And I'm the key asset, right? Because I'll work and I like working. I've always had a good work ethic and I'll work for you guys, right? I'll work for you guys by putting out the YouTube video so you know who I am. You can point new people to me because I'm sure you guys have been here through the bear market. You know what Bitcoin is. You know what cryptocurrency is and how to hold private keys and exchanges and all that other good stuff. But you can send your friends to me. You can send people that start coming to you in the future. You can help grow this community because you know there's some real value here. And then we're continuing to grow from there. And we're going to pass out flyers, put feet on the ground. I just want to add more people to the group so that maybe I'm not working by myself. I mean, I drag Samantha in on it.
I know, but
drag you guys in on it.
It would feel a lot more like non-profity.
Right. If there was a third, yes, this person that's not part of my family is actually working for no money.
Well, too. Yes, we are all kosher with it being super free. Yes, free labor. Okay, so Kate is here. He says morning. John from Malibu is here. Says good morning, you guys. Glad to see you.
I'm glad that you guys are here making it for our brunch episode. I really like these time slots. I think they're working out pretty good. The 2 evening slots and then the later brunch episode for the Saturday and Sunday. I think it's been a good combination. And then with us having the 3 days off, I mean, I think that's working out pretty well because those are pretty much our main work days too.
Yeah, sadly. Kane said if you did sell a Bitcoin and coffee shirt, that he would buy one. That would be cool. I know, right? I don't know. We've dabbled in thoughts of many things, but it's like it all comes down to money. It's like, well, do you want to test out if people like magnets? Because that's, you know, money. Mr. Print doesn't want to just give you samples. That would be cool. Like, yeah, here's 10 free shirts. You know,
I don't know. I'm not really ever trying to make $1 off somebody. You know, if I'm going to invest the money it would take to get like 40 shirts or something made up so I can get it at a cheaper price so that, you're not paying $40 for a t-shirt.
God, I know.
I'd rather actually just go out and buy some new equipment to provide better services for you guys,
Sadly, yes, as everyone's like, oh, so, yeah, I know we still don't have a microphone. But, Kane says that he remembers when I first started learning about Bitcoin and hearing that you could keep your own keys offline or in a paper wallet or on a USB thumb drive, that he was so confused.
I was too. I remember because, of course, I started at Coinbase just like everybody else. I was nervous about giving out my debit card to all these different people, and Coinbase really did come across like a bank, and everybody else was saying they're like a bank,
Yep.
And it's like, all right, fine, let's try it. I didn't have much in the account in case something did go bad. They couldn't get anything. So I went ahead and I signed up with Coinbase, and then from there, it was like paper wallets, and you go to this website and you move your mouse around a whole bunch, and you're like, this isn't, I don't know. I'd rather just leave my cryptocurrency that I'm having trouble understanding right here.
I mean, I do remember. I remember being all like, what do they want a picture of you and your license together? Like, what's up? Like, there's a lot of, when you first start, it really is all like, okay, I am not in my comfort zone at all, and I've never used these things before, and I really hope I'm doing it right.
I know. I mean, I was so stupid. I went and sold cryptocurrency on eBay thinking I was going to make money.
That was awesome.
All right, so let's dig into a little bit of these news stories. So the big one, right? We got E-Trader. Everybody knows who they are, right? Big name out there when it comes to people getting involved and messing with their own finances, doing some trade and thinking they're going to make some money. A lot of people use them, right? I see them on the side of buses and all kinds of stuff around here in the U.S. They're going to start offering crypto trading. They have 4.9 million traders or users or accounts or whatever you'd like to call it, because I guess you can have more than one account.
Yeah.
So 4.9 million. And they're going to start offering them Bitcoin and Ethereum here at first, but eventually they're going to start adding other cryptocurrencies. So it sounds kind of like how Coinbase did, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then slowly we're going to see some, as they get paid on the back end, maybe we'll see them offering some other cryptocurrencies.
The bundle from Coinbase was the best. I mean, it really was.
So what do we got? We got, what is this? Notes I can't read. Close to launch. Oh, they're getting close to launch. I didn't write enough words in there, I guess. Shorthand's getting too short. But yeah, it looks like, the guy that came out with the story, or that they're citing, he didn't want to let himself be known. So we're not getting what his name is, but they're getting close to a launch. So we'll have to see how this unravels, see how this unfolds. I think this is another one of those things that maybe someone's trying to help pump the price a little bit by leaking some information. But once again, cryptocurrency has matured, right? I mean, if the New York General Attorney couldn't drive the price down for more than 12 hours, I don't think that E-Trader is really going to pump the price for more than 20 minutes.
I mean, I do think that it is. We're getting a little bit thicker skin. It is a little bit harder to have people just start being like, oh God, sell and buy. And I think it is getting a little bit, that impulse is a little.
I think that we're like thicker skin, like the people that are here in cryptocurrencies are a lot of seasoned veterans, and they're not going to be swayed by the high school drama that happens in the market every single day. We're seniors now. We're used to the high school drama.
Yes, just like
we just walk through the halls.
Of eBay, like that kind of. We would never do that now, but it's all like, oh yeah, but I did. Like that sounded like the best plan ever. Like. Thought, why isn't everybody and their mother doing this?
You're going to pay double for it just because you're in Ireland? Yeah, sure.
Not a problem. Oh, you don't want to do some cash? Not a problem. Yeah, buyer's protection is awesome.
So, do we got anybody in the chat, or should I just keep going with the news stories here?
We have Josh. He says, who's Roger there? Oh, JK. I've heard of him.
See, I don't know. He always disappoints me a little bit. I mean, he's hot-headed. I don't think he's really all that well-spoken.
No, he swears a lot for me. And I don't know. He gets very. It's kind of like how like my father and my family. I get very just like angry, puffed up, red in the face, where he doesn't make sense half the time. Where it is all like, okay, like you went way past, like,
Oh no, they
debating.
called him Bitcoin Jesus for a long time. I seen him more of like a Johnny Appleseed because he just went around everywhere just sprinkling bitcoins, and I mean that's why people, they got free bitcoins out there.
Yeah. And I mean, quite a lot of Bitcoin Cash and quite a lot of other things.
Right.
I mean, he just sprinkled airdrops and love to like lots of people.
But yeah, so he's saying we got at Bitcoin. I mean, the Twitter handle. And a lot of people think that he owns it. They're always tweeting about Bitcoin Cash. Apparently, the person there believes in Bitcoin Cash being the real Bitcoin.
Ah, another one that's right. Well, that's the same stance that Roger has. So
he's saying that it's not him.
So there's two. Oh.
So I don't know. I mean, take it as a grain of salt. I don't know how much we trust this guy anymore. We've also seen that he's been backhanded deal with Bitmain, right?
Yeah.
We've seen that they also were part of the ASIC boost and holding back segregated witness for a long time. So, I mean, even though he says that he supports it, then he doesn't. He also came out and said that Mt. Gox was solvent right before they weren't. So I really wouldn't trust this guy all this much. But that's what he's coming out and saying.
No, I mean,
he's saying that since 2009 he hasn't owned it. He's saying that, he just likes Bitcoin Cash just like he does. The guy on.
It's just another dude. Yeah, so there's two of them. Two awesome radicals just out there running their little Twitter messes. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes he does make coherent thoughts, and sometimes if you only listen to snippets of those coherent thoughts, he does make it slightly convincing that he feels like that he is trying to better Bitcoin. I know better, and I don't believe that is. I mean, just like how he purposely started making Bitcoin Cash look quite a lot like Bitcoin. He started doing things that literally were not beneficial. So, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, at this
I don't
time,
believe anything he says.
Everybody considers it a blatant attack the way that Bitcoin Cash was in the beginning, and that's what upsets a lot of people about the situation. When you think about the split and Roger Ver and all of these different things, I think there's always going to be these players in the market. It's always going to be like this. These people that think that they're just going to be able, that they are important enough that they should be able to control Bitcoin or whatever altcoin, and when they can.
Whatever their vision is.
Right. And that's, it's part of all this. Nobody is in control of Bitcoin. It is completely decentralized. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are moving to decentralization, and that means that there is going to be nobody in charge. These people are going to get upset because they've been in charge of the project. They've been trying to lead the direction. And once you release the reins and let it get decentralized, you're not going to always get what you want.
Yep. Okay, very good. Nobody's in the chat. Well, I mean, there's people in the chat. They're just not saying anything.
All right. Well, how are we coming along on that time then, Samantha?
Oh, we have 9 minutes.
All right. Well, I got one more story. After that, please go ahead, comment, give us whatever your thoughts are, anything you want to talk about in the chat. That is, of course, Samantha's main reason for being here. And then, I'll let you guys go on. Have a great day and all of that good stuff. And I will see you tomorrow for our brunch episode at the same exact time.
Another Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day brunch at 11 Eastern Standard Time. And then we'll have a Monday night recap.
Yeah.
And that'll probably be 7:30 again, about, as long as we get home at our normal times.
Yeah, depending on commute traffic is always fun.
Right. So what do we got? Ohio. United States, if you're not here in the U.S., broken all down. We got all these states. There's like 50 of them.
Is there now?
Is there? I don't know. We got some territories too, like Puerto Rico.
Dominican Republic, I think, has something portion. Yeah, okay, continue. Obviously, we don't know enough.
So as we're looking at Ohio here, they've been crypto friendly. All the states are moving in different direction. As regulation has been a hot ticket item, especially through this year of 2019 so far. We're starting to see a lot of different states come out with different crypto regulation. We got Wyoming pro cryptocurrency. We got New York with the BIT license. We got California staying a little bit on both sides of the fence. Yeah. Florida's been kind of staying out of the mix, it seems like. I've heard a little bit of pro, not too much. A lot of shutdown of scammers coming out of Miami, though, with the ICOs.
Yes, they are pretty.
So here we are. We got Ohio. They've been pretty crypto friendly so far. So we're looking at Bill 220.
Okay.
So we got to keep an eye on this number.
220.
220. Looking for blockchain adoption over there, which is, of course, the underlying technology, as it says in the article, of Bitcoin. So in other words, it's Bitcoin without the Bitcoin. Talking about using it to be able to have the titles on blockchain for cars, automotives, boats, things like that. Like
right,
motorcycles, ATVs.
Okay.
Hunting licenses.
Oh, right, fish and gamey stuff. Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, could be bad, could be good. I know I hate going to the DMV, right? I mean, that stuff always sucks.
Oh, yes, it does.
Standing around for a long time. Yeah, that was over there.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I am a fond of the blockchainness. I mean, like when we had seen the beer on the blockchain, and there's food, and there's like farm to table credit, it's like, oh well, yeah, I could see it. I could see them being like, so now we have all of the DMVs and registration, and I mean, you can even do your license online. So I'm sure that they would be able to just but then it's you on the blockchain. So I don't know.
I mean, I think this is going to be inevitable, that we're going to start eliminating people so that things are more done, electronically and automatically. I just hope that it actually speeds up the process. Maybe cuts down on some of the fees. I mean, I think I got another tag not that long ago to put on another vehicle.
Yeah, a couple months ago, yeah.
And they charge $225 for the license plate. That's not the registration. That's not the tax on the new vehicle. I think I was like $420 when I walked out of there. And according to my paperwork that I handed in, I only paid $800 on the vehicle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how are you charging me half the price of my vehicle to put it on the road? And then on top of this, I also had to go now add you to my insurance policy, which just went up $63 a month.
Because the only way you get to pay those fees is by showing them that you do have insurance, at least here in the state of Florida. I'm pretty sure it's almost everywhere, right? I mean, no, because your brother said Chicago was different. Okay, well, here, yes, you have to show them. So you've already came out of pocket, or no, you're going to next month, depending on how your insurance flies. So really?
Yeah. It's ridiculous how much it costs to just be able to do something that's considered a privilege but is all right. But, I mean, we're getting a little off a topic here. What else do we got here? We got that they were the first to be able to give like blockchain, the peacock is throwing me off over there, to give blockchain like bearing in court, in law, like the blocks, the transactions. So that's good. And then we also got that they're the first state that is accepting Bitcoin in order for taxes. They paired with BitPay even to turn it into fiat on the back end, which, we're going to see a lot of these things as cryptocurrency gets adopted and it becomes third-party systems get involved to help the smoothness of these things. The volatility. I mean, there's nothing we're going to be able to do until we have, like another $100 billion dumped into the cryptocurrency market.
I think the more that everyone starts trying to use it and it is still working and they find out that it is cheaper. I mean, sadly, this might be like cutting people's government jobs and things if it actually is that kind of efficient in the end. But I mean, I think the more states and the more countries that actually start implicating blockchain and it working, that even more will then, because they'll be all like, wait, we only have this much in government, like federal state funding. Like, how do we get more out of it? Oh, we just, yes. Sign me up for that algorithm.
That does make sense. I mean, the less funding they have, they're going to have to lead to more efficient ways in order to make do.
And I mean, it is going to work. Obviously, it's blockchain.
All right. So is there anything in that chat, or else we're going to go ahead and we'll close out this episode for today and this wonderful brunch episode. I'm so glad that you guys were able to join me for today, and it's glorious out here. It's amazing, right?
All right. So John from Malibu says that he's just quietly chilling. And Josh says,
good. I hope you guys at least got a cup of coffee or tea or some kind of beverage.
Josh says, dude, pay for anything with whatever you want and merchants receive whatever they want. The future is wet.
Nice. I like that.
Oh, Josh, you are a funny, funny man. All righty.
That's it?
That is it.
All right, you guys. I really do appreciate you guys coming out for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. As always, there's all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down below. I'm updating those things. If you haven't looked at it in a while, you might want to check it out. I also got a link down there to my Twitter. You can hit me up to that for my free email help desk, or you can follow me at eugeneforest20@gmail.com and shoot me an email on that to be able to get some free help. It's not going to cost you 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.01 Bitcoin. I'm literally doing this stuff as a free service because I care about cryptocurrency. It's done a lot for me, and I'd like to give back to the services. I've been in the cryptocurrency space for three and a half years.
Yeah.
I've been out here on YouTube for 2 years trying to be able to do something, and for the last, well, we're coming up on 6 or 7 months now. We've been trying to get out there and hand out those Bitcoin flyers. We're going to get 4 events a year. We're going to get 4 events in this year, and then we're going to try to make an annual event. So if you guys want to get out here one of these times with us and pass out Bitcoin flyers, get in touch with us and we can make plans. I mean, they book these tickets 6 and 7 months out. So if you'd like to come to EDC Orlando, tickets are on sale right now.
$15 like a monthly thing. I mean,
if you want to come and pass out flyers or just hang out with us, right? Because I know a lot of people like to hang out with their YouTube friends or whatever. You guys can always come hang out with us at one of these events, get a motel room next to us or whatever. Just hit me up on the Twitter, hit me up on the email. But I want you guys to go out there, have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow at 11. And remember, keep your BTC safe.
Hi, JT. Bye, guys.
Later.